Buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't breath. Still in your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this a moment, don't care what comes after. Your favorite dream, can't you see it's getting closer? Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's fun and open. It's a preacher in the pulpit, and you're blind devotion. There's something breaking at the brink of every wall that's holding on to. Tell me, do you want to go? Where it's covered in all kinds with wrong ways. It's taking over you. This is the greatest show. We light it up, we won't come down. And the sun can't stop us. What you come true. It's taking over you. This is the greatest show. So become these renegades till the rain. Where the boss get found and we crown on the farmer's cage. Don't fight it, it's coming.
All righty, good morning, Idaho FFA. How are we this morning? Yeah? Okay, I think we can do a little better than that. Idaho FFA, how are we this morning? Okay, I'm so glad to hear that you are all fantastic. I'm doing great myself. My name is Izzy, proud alumni of the wonderful Troy FFA chapter. I am so excited to announce to you all that solar registration for Solar 2026 opens July. Solar dates are July 6th through the 10th, and registration opens later this month. And spots are limited, so sign up as soon as you can. As soon as you see that Idaho FFA Instagram post, get on that registration because we want all of you there. Quick question for you all. Who's been to solar before? Yeah? Okay. Whether you have or you haven't, I have some very special guests from Solar 2025 to share just a little bit about their experience so that we can convince you to come join us this summer in Donnelly. So we'll start with Keegan.
Hi, my name's Keegan Claiborne. I'm from the Filer FFA chapter. Solar is honestly amazing. It was life-changing for me. I made some of the best friends I've ever made. I had so much fun and I learned so much. Go to Solar, please. It's amazing.
Hi, I'm Laramie Fennell from the Highland Craigmont FFA chapter. I had so much fun at Solar last year. It was my first time going. I made lifelong friendships and connections. And yeah, just go to Solar. It's so much fun.
Woo! Hello, my name is Ian Penuelis, proudly representing the Troy FFA chapter as well as the North Idaho district. Solar was a great experience for me. I've gone for the past 2 years, and every single time it's been incredible. I know it gets thrown around a lot, but I really think that Solar changed my life, and it definitely impacted my FFA career. And if you're someone who wants to get more involved, Solar is a great way to do it. I've met so many people from across the state, and it's been such an incredible opportunity. It's even these sessions here, if you know more people, they're more fun to go to. So go to Solar. It's a great time.
I'm Aiden Barnes, and I'm proudly representing the Troy FFA chapter as well. Now, I have been attending Solar for the past 3 years, and each time it is life-changing. Each time I've been able to find more about myself and the person that I want to be. I've been able to make friendships that have lasted me this entire time since I've first gone to Solar, and you get to have so much fun with all of them. Every single time, every single FFA event I go to, I find someone that I have been to Solar with, and you get to have so much fun at Solar as well. By the way, bro, Will Brackett, you're still guilty.
All right, my name is Mac Holmes from the Meridian FFA chapter. All right, I like to describe Solar as a local WLC, but it's way better because all the people you meet, you get to meet again. I met almost, I feel like 20 people that I knew at Solar. And the amount of relationships you build, relationships you grow, memories you make literally cannot be replaced. If you're even slightly considering going, look at the registration, fill it out, and attend solar. And the most important thing it teaches you is my personal motto: you only live once, and that's the most important thing. So don't regret it and go to solar.
Hi everyone. I'm Liberty Simper, and I'm representing the CUNA FFA chapter. I think solar is such an amazing opportunity for any member. I've watched so many people just be able to get so outside of what they where original comfort zones are. You get grouped with an amazing group of people for your small groups, and while you might not originally click with all of them, by the end of the week, they are your best friends and become some of your biggest supporters. It is so important that you take solar as an opportunity to not just grow for yourself, but to also learn about all the other people in this amazing state, and that all the people that are there to support you and just continue on that legacy.
Alrighty, let's give it up for our wonderful volunteers. I think they said it best. Yeah, at the end of this month, book your registration for solar. We want all of you guys there. Alrighty, you guys, let's head off the stage. Idaho FFA, enjoy your last session and safe travels home today.
All right, Idaho FFA. So you heard about why solar is great, but what I did not hear mentioned is how awesome the games are and how much fun you have, not just making friends, but doing different activities. Who's had fun doing a game at solar? Just a round of applause. All right, so I've got a bit of a minute to win it game here that we have done in the past. Now, I'm really excited for this because it's going to take a lot of coordination. So I'm going to need 16 volunteers. So if you want to calmly come up to the stage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, right here. In you. Yeah, we can count. We're gonna count it out real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, fellas, I'm sorry. I got enough. Yeah, sorry. All right, so raise the hands here. Who has been to solar in the past few years? And what do we like the games? Do we have fun? To those who did not raise their hands, are we gonna go? We better. All right, so what we're gonna be doing is a bit of a race. So you're each gonna have a piece of paper, and you're gonna be in teams of 8. So if you want to split 4, 8, okay. This side is the team, and I need you guys to come up with a team name. Now, listen while you're doing that. You're going to be taking your piece of paper, which I've got right here. And you're going to have one egg. This is your baby. This is the baby egg. You can't lose this. Now, you're going to be taking this piece of paper, and as a team, you're each going to have one. You're going to be rolling the egg from this little line right here to this little line right here. So if I could have, here, we're going to do a quick demo so you know what's happening. You can help me out with this. So what's going to be happening, everybody listen up. So the egg's going to start up here. The egg's going to start up here, and you got to roll it, right? But you can't drop the egg, you have to go back. So I'm going to start up here. So let the paper out. Let's go this way. Yep. And so you got to roll the egg, and then you got to keep going. Do you have a team name? We'll come back. Do you have a team name over here?
Chicken legs.
All right, you got Team Chicken Legs. Round of applause for Team Chicken Legs. All right. So each of you guys are going to get a paper. And then, yeah, chicken legs.
I grab the camel.
All right, what's our team name over here?
Dinosaur legs.
Round of applause for Dinosaur Legs.
Hold that for me, bud.
Hey, tell us a funny joke. Can I tell a quick joke? Dude, I don't want to tell a joke.
Loki, yeah, do it.
What joke should I tell?
All right, what's your name?
Bridger?
All right, my friend Bridger's got a joke real quick, just to fill some time.
What do you call a happy farmer? A jolly rancher.
There you go, dude. That's good. Yeah, right. No. Nope. Oh, I know.
I want a different color egg. Tell another one. I know you got another one.
I don't know a good one. I don't know. No.
All right.
I don't know.
What color egg do you guys want? Green or blue? Blue? All right, green. Here you go.
Are we all out of
All right. Now I just want a quick, poll here, quick survey. Who do we think is Team Chicken Legs? Who do we think is gonna win? All right, Team Dinosaur Eggs. Who do we think is gonna win? All right, about 50-50, about 50-50. So we'll have our teams line up right here. So I need Team Chicken Legs right here. Don't go past this line. That side of the line. That side of the line. All right, Team Dinosaur Legs, that side of the line. Now, if y'all have gone to camp with me, you know I thrive in the chaos. I love the chaos of these silly little games. And that's honestly the emphasis of Solar is this controlled chaos leadership camp. And it's honestly a blast. So we're going to get going here. And I need some crowd participation. I need some cheering going, some chants going. Let's get a little rowdy. Yeah, so you're going to start here. And you're going to end here. Now, if you drop your egg, you got to go back. Your egg has to go to the start. So are we ready? When I say go. So you got to be ready. Okay. I want to count down. So we're going to say 3, 2, 1, go, and they're going to start. So 3, 2, 1, go. All right, this side wins. Team Dinosaur Eggs. Team Chicken Legs, how are we feeling? Do we need a rematch? We need a rematch. Do we want a rematch? Yeah, we want a rematch. All right, let's go to the start and let's run it back. All right, Team Chicken Legs, what's our strategy for this time? Faster. Go faster. All right. Round of applause for Team Chicken Eggs. Chicken Legs, not eggs. All right, let's get another countdown going. 3, 2, 1, go. Team Chicken Legs wins. All right, well, we've got a tie. That's a problem. We don't like ties here, right? Boo. All right, we got to go one more time. All right, I need some more crowd participation. Let's get a little loud here. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, they dropped their egg. They got it. Dinosaur Eggs wins. All right, hey, let's give a round of applause to both of our teams and an extra loud cheer for Team Dinosaur Legs. All right, thank you so much. You guys can set your papers. Throw them. Just throw them. I'll clean them up. And just as a friendly reminder, Solar is from July 6th through July 10th at the Lake Cascade 4-H camp in Donnelly, Idaho. Really excited to see you all there. And let's get some good registration. Let's have a good year, guys. Thank you so much.
Days like this don't get much better. Top down, good fam, good weather. Days like this we don't miss never. Yeah, yeah. Last night things got a little bit crazy. Pulled up doing about 180. Life goes fast, so there ain't no maybes. Yeah, yeah. Just give me that sunset, give me that ride, give me them stars out 4-wheel drive, taking that back road, yeah, no lie. Man, that sure feels nice. Give me them real ones I know. Do a little two-step, LC dog. Turn it up loud, bring in that crowd. Take it up high, then drop it low. We do this every
I'm the sweet. Sounds just a whole. See it. Real so terrible. Now I gotta cut loose. Can't stop this. So good. But it's tell you. I'm to tell you. You don't count. Come on. Cut, everybody, cut.
In a LAX with a dream, my cardigan.
the frame except, and my guts are fit in. To my right, see the Hollywood sign. This is all so crazy. Everybody's so famous. I told me turn it and I feel like I don't sing too much pressure in my nerves. But the taxi man turned on the and the Jay-Z song. Get to the club in my taxi cab. Everybody's looking at me now. That's rockin' kicks. You gotta be from out of town. So it's definitely not a natural party. I guess I never got the but tell me something and I'm feeling kinda sick. Too much pressure and I'm nervous. And a Britney song. Me every time.
Church mother in the church had clap, man, that sugar every color purple coming back, clap on. When that whole week beat you up and stress you, put your head out on your playing and remind you of your blessings. He just had a the ball of his daughters to glorify and McDonald's. get the Lord on his feet. I wanna do the type of show that the Lord wanna see. What I mean, if I can make the whole church clap, it ain't a clap. It happens to that clap, just a clap, clap. On the church, been clapping that week service, leaving the week hurt. That was changed by Sunday service. We need discernment, check what you be affirming, cause the church can be full of members, but empty in conversion.
Lazy yellow moon coming up to the night, shining through the tree. Crickets are singing and lightning bugs are floating on the breeze. Baby, get ready. Across the field where the creek turns back by the old stone road, I'm gonna take you to a special place that nobody knows. Baby, get ready. Ooh, you and me go fishing in the dark, lie on our backs and count the stars where the blue grass grows. Down like we'll be falling in the middle of the night, just moving slow. And the whole night through, it feels so good to be with you. Spring is almost over and the summer's coming. The days are getting long. Waited all winter for the time to be right, just to take you along. Baby, get ready. And it don't matter if we sit forever and the fish don't bite. Jump in a river and cool ourselves from the heat of the night. Baby, get ready. Ooh, you and me going in the dark, lying on our backs and counting the stars where the cool grass grows. Down the falling in love in the middle of the night, just moving slow. And the whole night through, it feels so good to be with you and me on in the dark, lying on our backs and counting the stars where the cool grass grows. Down by the river and down the night, just moving slow. You and me, don't you? And count the stars where the cool grass grows. Well, my name's John Lee Pettimore. Same as my daddy and his daddy before. You hardly ever saw granddaddy down here. They only come to town about twice a year. They buy 100 pounds of yeast, stands a copper line. Everybody knew that it made money shine. Now the revenue man on a granddaddy bed, headed up a holler of everything he had. For my time, but I've been told never come back from Copperhead Road. And a whiskey and a big black Dodge. All that an auction at the Mason's Lodge. Johnson County Sheriff painted on the side. Just I go to primer and look to the side. Well, him and my toilet engine down. I still remember that sound. Then the sheriff came around in the middle of the night. Heard mama crying that something wasn't right. He's headed down to Knoxville with a weekly load. You can smell a whiskey burning down Copperhead Road. Cheered for the army on my birthday. Wrap a white trash first round here in the way. I've done 2 tours of duty in Vietnam. I came home with a brand new plan. Take the seat from Colombia, Mexico. Just planted up a hotter down Copperfield Road. Now the DJ's got a chopper in the air. Big up screaming like a back over there. I learned a thing or two from Charlie, don't you know? You better stay away from Copperhead Road.
Written can't be defined. I'm undefined. I'm just beginning. The pen's in my hand, ending unfold. Staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window. The sun illuminate the words that you could not reach out. The distance so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Put yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with eyes wide open. Today is for your begins. The rest is still unwritten. Tradition. Sometimes my tries are outside the line. We've been conditioned to not make mistakes. Staring at the blank page before you open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the way you can never reach it. So close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Just something words unspoken. Live your life without fire. Today is where your book begins. The rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Just something words unspoken. Live your life without fire. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. Feel the rain on your skin. Can feel it. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Just something words unspoken. Live your life without fire. Today is where your book begins. The rain on your skin. No one else can feel it. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Just something words unspoken. Live your life without fire. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. The rest is still unwritten. From London to Paris, from Berlin to Rome, you're searching for something, a place to call home. Been hiding your feelings, went out of control. Your destination's unknown. Tell me, yes, dreams. Town, a new place, a knock on the door. You came as a stranger. The moment I saw you, I knew it for sure. your bags anymore. Tell me, yes, dreams. Can it be, boy? You're still a runaway. You chase a dream from heaven above. Where in this world will you find a place to stay? Run away from love. You
Countdown to showtime. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3.
What it's all about. We'll be the
One, two, three.
no victory. Your reign is history. 'Cause we don't stop until we break through. So take your best shot, make your right. Who's next? Your destiny is the best. Come
check, check, check. Keeping aces up. Check, check, check.
The convention hall will come to order. The convention hall will come to order. We are now holding this, the sixth and final general session of the 95th Idaho FFA State Convention. Madam Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
For the final time, I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they are at their stations, and report back to you, Mr. President. The Sentinel.
For the final time, stationed by the door.
Your duties there.
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the president in maintaining order.
The reporter.
For the final time, the reporter is stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The treasurer.
For the final time, stationed at the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there.
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary.
For the final time, stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duties there.
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I'm asked to advise you from time to time as a need arises. I hope that my advice will always be based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom. Madam Vice President, why do you keep the plow at your station?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era in agriculture. If we follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Mr. President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Secretary will now call the roll of members.
There are 1,930 registered members and guests, Mr. President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA member should possess.
May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this, the sixth and final general session of the 95th Idaho FFA State Convention, duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented. Please rise for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the early light what's so bright at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars us fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. That our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner o'er the land and the
Congratulations.
Thank you to Sophia Tibbles from the Troy FFA chapter for performing the national anthem. Idaho FFA, welcome to the sixth and final session of the 95th Idaho FFA State Convention. For this session, our session chairs decided we would end the year just as we started it, all six of us, together.
Wherever you go, wherever you stay, don't you forget that love is always coming your way. No matter how far, how broken you are, don't you forget that love is always coming your way. Hey. You got tension in your chest. You were addicted to you from the ground. If that's you, then take up. Yeah. Feel these words inside your chest.
Wait, guys. Weren't we supposed to be doing something else today?
Oh, yeah, weren't we gonna go hit up the Family Dollar?
Thought we were going fishing.
No, that's not it.
Wait, weren't we supposed to go to the sixth and final general session of the 95th annual Idaho FFA State Convention?
I was just gonna skip it.
Aren't you giving your retiring address?
Oh no, that's today?
We will also get to recognize our honorary members and hear award finalists. We'll get to go down memory lane through the announcement of Scrapbook finalists, recognize our past state officers, give our current tribute, hear the retiring address from our teammate, Matthew Waite, and of course, see the installation of the 2026 to 2027 state officer team.
Guys, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Let's do this. Are you ready for a comeback? Are you ready to fly? Are you ready for the moment? Get ready to ride. Calling all the fighters.
Check.
Calling on survivors.
Check.
Are you up all night?
Check.
We can take it higher. Let's do this.
through this. Wow, what a whirlwind this year has been.
Oh my gosh, look at those pictures. Remember when we were on BNI tours? We went almost to the way to Wyoming, the windows down, music blaring.
Yeah, remember Emily's hair?
Oh my gosh, those were great experiences, none of which would have been possible without our sponsors. Speaking of sponsors, help me in welcoming Darcy Turtling with Agra Service to the stage.
It's going.
About the snow when I'm on the road, bound for home, back to what I know.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Darcy Turtling. You may recognize me from previous FFA involvement, the Idaho Farm Bureau, or my marketing efforts with Agra Service, who I'm here to speak on today. Learning to do, doing to learn, earning to live, living to serve. A motto FFA members live by, and one I see in action every day at Agra Service. While each line carries meaning, one stands out the most: living to serve. To understand how and why we live to serve, you first need to understand Agra Service. Agra Service is a full-service agriculture equipment dealership located across Idaho, Washington, and Oregon. Our most notable manufacturer is AGCO, which carries reputable brands like Fendt, Massey Ferguson, and most recently PTX, focused on precision agriculture solutions through Trimble and precision planting. Additional brands that we carry include Horsch, Darf, and Stinger, to name a few. As a full-service dealership, our commitment is to sell, service, and stock parts for everything we represent. That full-service model means we support our customers at every stage of the buying process, from purchasing equipment to maintaining and repairing it. However, our Twin Falls location is unique as it houses what we call our field support team, comprised of accounting, finance, sales administration, marketing, IT, and human resources. These teams work behind the scenes to keep everything running smoothly, and every location, department, and role work together to serve our stakeholders, each other, our customers, and our communities. At the core of everything we do is one guiding principle: farmer first, or rancher, spreader, dairyman, producer, but farmer first has a better ring to it. What does that really mean? It means putting our customer success above all else. It means tailoring every interaction to their needs and building partnerships that go beyond a transaction. Our sales team helps farmers choose the right equipment and technology to increase uptime, reduce inputs, maximize yields, and improve profitability. Our technicians are available around the clock, working quickly and carefully to diagnose issues, make repairs, and keep equipment running during those critical time windows. Our parts team accurately deciphers customer descriptions like "it's the filter next to the doohickey" to ensure our customers get exactly what they need with warranty and when they need it, all to put the farmer first. A driving force behind that commitment is our customer support representatives, or CSRs for short. These field-based team members serve as direct resources for our customers. They anticipate needs, schedule service or maintenance, deliver parts, and are truly there to be a trusted partner to keep operations running smoothly and efficiently. But why do we do all this? Because Agra Service's customers serve us all. They provide the food on our tables, jobs in our communities, and crucial crops that are essential to our daily lives. But they're not the only ones who serve our communities. We do too. Agra Service and the FFA, abiding by the line, living to serve. I mean, service is literally in our name. We serve our communities in two ways: monetarily and through time and resources. Each year, Agra Service chooses one local nonprofit organization to support through a monetary donation that directly helps and influences our communities we live in, ensuring that service is available to Agra Service employees, our neighbors, and you. We also recognize the value of time in service. That's why employees are given paid volunteer hours that they can use to support causes they believe in, whether it's donating blood, helping out a shelter, supporting veterans, building community spaces, or even working with local FFA chapters. We invest in what matters most. These are just a few ways we serve. We serve our stakeholders, we serve our customers, and ultimately we come together to serve our communities. Because without our communities, we wouldn't be here. And without the FFA, our futures wouldn't be as bright because you are our future. The skills, values, and experiences you gain through FFA will shape your path forward. They'll guide your career, your decisions, and your purpose. They'll lead you toward a life that is not only successful, but meaningful. A life where you too can serve. A life that proves the power of this motto, and a motto that is in action every day at Agra Service. A motto that is learning to do, doing to learn, earning to live, living to serve. Thank you.
Darcy, thank you so much for your continued support for Idaho FFA. We cannot express our gratitude enough. Idaho FFA, please join me in another round of applause for Darcy Turtling and Agra Service.
About the snow when I'm on the road, bound for home, back to what I know, back to Idaho. There's a river tumbling.
Today, we are going to recognize some of the individuals who've helped us create so many memories by awarding them their honorary state degree. Let's welcome these honorary members into our association.
It is always an honor to recognize our valued FFA alumni and supporters with the honorary FFA degree. The purpose of this ceremony is to recognize from time to time the efforts of others made on our behalf. Madam Secretary, will you please read the section of the National Constitution which provides for the honorary FFA degree?
Honorary FFA degree. Farmers, superintendents, principals, members of boards of education, chapter advisors, teachers, staff members in agricultural education, business people, and others who are helping to advance agricultural education and the FFA and who have rendered outstanding service may be elected to receive an honorary FFA degree by majority vote of members present at any regular meeting or convention.
Let's introduce those who are to receive this honor.
The Idaho FFA Association is proud to present the honorary state FFA degree to Ms. Norma Batista for her outstanding service to agricultural education, youth leadership, and migrant communities in Idaho. As a first-generation college student from an agricultural background, Norma began her higher education journey through the College Assistance Migrant Program at Boise State University, a federally supported initiative designed to help students from migrant and seasonal farm worker families succeed in college. After graduation, she served the Community Council of Idaho, supporting the Migrant and Seasonal Head Start program, which provides early childhood education and family services to children of agricultural workers whose labor supports Idaho's economy. For the past 8 years, Norma has worked as a business operations coordinator at Boise State University's College of Education. Her commitment to service also extends to agricultural education through her leadership in the Spanish Creed speaking event, where she has volunteered at the state level for 4 years and at the national level for 3 years, helping ensure equity, accessibility, and excellence for student participants. Beyond those contributions, Norma has dedicated both efforts and funds to LDD opportunities for several FFA members in the state. Norma is also a contributing author to Nosotros, Latinas in Idaho, sharing her story to uplift future generations. For her dedication to education, culture, and FFA youth, we are honored to recognize Norma Bautista with the honorary state FFA degree. The Idaho FFA Association is proud to present the honorary state FFA degree to Dusty and Jocelyn Davidson. Dusty and Jocelyn Davidson have been strong supporters of the FFA program for many years. A few of their many contributions include providing 4 annual scholarships to outstanding students in each grade level each year, purchasing show and feeder animals at multiple county fairs, donating several hours each semester to guest lectures, and demonstrating meat cutting techniques for animal science classes. They are also active in the local FFA alumni chapter and have served on the local advisory board for several years. They coach competitive teams and help as judges in many different contests and shows. They consistently go above and beyond to create opportunities for students and FFA members. For their dedication to education, culture, and FFA youth, we are honored to recognize Dusty and Jocelyn Davidson with the Honorary State FFA degree. The Idaho FFA Association is proud to present the Honorary State FFA degree to Mrs. Carly Drollinger. As a respected figure in agricultural education, Mrs. Drollinger has dedicated 10 years to inspiring the next generation of leaders in the agricultural industry. After earning a bachelor's degree in agricultural education from the University of Idaho, she began her career teaching at Valley View High School. Since beginning her career, she has earned her master's degree in agricultural education from the University of Idaho, taken a team to compete at the National FFA Convention, won several district contests, served as a district advisor, and teaches dual credit courses to assist agricultural students in receiving college credit for their high school ag classes. Mrs. Drollinger has 3 children, a son that is 5 and 2 daughters that are 3 and 1. They are involved in the local 4-H club and enjoy all outdoor activities. For her outstanding service and support, we are pleased to present Carly Drollinger with the Honorary State FFA degree. The Idaho FFA Association is proud to present Amanda Evans with the Honorary State FFA degree. Mrs. Evans currently teaches at Hanson High School. Over the last 10 years, Mrs. Evans has worked passionately to motivate and encourage students to succeed, as well as strengthen the programs in which she has worked. Her career started in Morgan, Utah in 2015. During her time there, she had a team compete at nationals and several teams placed in the top 5 at state. In 2018, Mrs. Evans returned to Idaho to teach at Weiser High School, where she built the program to include a second teacher. In 2020, Mrs. Evans moved to Hanson High School. In her time there, she has built a food science lab, increased student enrollment, and she has had several teams place in the top 5 at state, as well as placing first in food science in 2024. She has also had numerous students earn the state and American FFA degrees. Next summer, Mrs. Hanson will have an animal facility for students to raise animals for the fair. Mrs. Evans has also served as the IATA secretary from 2021 to 2023. Congratulations to Amanda Evans on earning the Honorary State FFA degree. The Idaho FFA Association is proud to present Dr. Keith Frost with the Honorary State FFA degree. Dr. Frost serves as an assistant professor in the Department of Agricultural Education, Leadership, and Communications in the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences at the University of Idaho. In his role, he works with future agriculture teachers and leaders, helping prepare the next generation of agricultural educators and advocates for the industry. Before joining the University of Idaho faculty, Dr. Frost taught agricultural science at the secondary level and later served as an assistant professor at Texas A&M Commerce. He earned his doctorate in agricultural education from Texas Tech University and has dedicated his career to strengthening agricultural education programs and supporting students pursuing careers in agriculture. Through his teaching, mentorship, and commitment to agricultural education, Dr. Frost continues to impact students across Idaho and beyond. For his outstanding service, dedication, and support, we are pleased to award Dr. Keith Frost with the Honorary State FFA degree. The Idaho FFA Association is proud to present Carly Jordan with the Honorary State FFA degree. Carly has been leading the Idaho FFA Foundation as Executive Director since 2023. She works diligently to secure financial resources and oversees their distribution through scholarships, grants, events, legacy gifts, endowments, and other programs that support FFA members, chapters, and advisors statewide. She has deep roots with Idaho FFA, having been involved since 2011 as a member and working with community outreach for Valleywide Cooperative in her prior role, where she facilitated a variety of grant programs for local FFA chapters and community organizations. Carly attended the University of Idaho, where she studied agricultural business and marketing. Carly is a fifth-generation Idahoan involved in production agriculture. We deeply appreciate Carly's contributions to Idaho FFA during her tenure and look forward to the future growth of the foundation under her leadership. For her outstanding service and support, we're pleased to present Carly Jordan with the Honorary State FFA degree. The Idaho FFA Association is proud to present the Honorary State FFA degree to Ms. Courtney Necrem. She currently serves as an agriculture teacher and FFA advisor at Filer High School. Ms. Necrem has dedicated her time and expertise into multiple programs in both Arizona and Idaho. She began teaching in 2015 in Phoenix, Arizona, where she transitioned from a certified veterinary technician to a full-time ag teacher and FFA advisor. She holds multiple national and international awards and accomplishments within veterinary medicine. In 2016, she received the Biomedical Teacher of the Year from Arizona State University for assisting 7 of the first high school students ever to intern with the ASU Biomedical Research Facility. Ms. Necrem has served our profession as an NAAE National Agri-Science Ambassador, served on multiple committees within the AATA and IATA, as well as served within NAAE Region 1 and nationally. Her passion for animal science and agriculture has helped lead multiple FFA teams to state titles, assist students in obtaining industry certifications, and has helped over 23 previous veterinary students obtain DVM doctorate degrees, as well as having the privilege of coaching multiple national FFA teams. Ms. Necrem has never met a stranger, and her compassion for every single student that enters her classroom. For her outstanding service, dedication, and support, we are pleased to award Ms. Courtney Necrem with the Honorary State FFA degree. The Idaho FFA Association is proud to present the Honorary State FFA degree to Mr. Monty Pittman. Mr. Pittman has served his career to career technical education and is the founder of the Idaho Technical Career Academy, where he has been a leader in expanding high-quality CTE opportunities in the virtual learning space. Through his vision and leadership, Mr. Pittman has played a key role in supporting and guiding the development of the ITCA Agriculture Program and the establishment of the ITCA FFA chapter. His commitment to innovation, student access, and educator support has helped ensure that agricultural education and FFA remain strong and accessible to students across Idaho. For his outstanding service, leadership, and dedication to career technical education and agricultural education, the Idaho FFA Association is pleased to present Mr. Monty Pittman with the Honorary State FFA degree. The Idaho FFA Association is proud to present the Honorary State FFA degree to Mr. Daryl Wadsworth for his enduring commitment to agricultural education and the FFA. Daryl's love of agriculture began in his youth, working alongside his father on cattle ranches, building Hereford pedigrees, and as a high school FFA member in Oklahoma. With supportive family and a tireless work ethic, he finished his degree in 1995 and stepped into the classroom with perspective and strength. In Bancroft and later Grace, he led agricultural education and FFA programs focused on SAE development, contest participation, and leadership growth. For nearly 3 decades, his steady mentorship has strengthened programs, shaped students from his own and other chapters into capable, confident young people. For his outstanding service and lasting impact on agricultural education and the FFA, we are honored to present Daryl Wadsworth with the Honorary State FFA degree. The Idaho FFA Association is proud to present the Honorary State FFA degree to Mrs. Jane Ward. who has served the Aberdeen School District for the past 35 years as a teacher, principal, and the district superintendent since 2011. As superintendent, Mrs. Ward successfully worked with community members and FFA supporters to build a new agricultural education facility. In addition to the new ag facility, Mrs. Ward was instrumental in helping the program add a second ag instructor and complete a new greenhouse. Mrs. Ward has served as a judge for LDE and CDE events for the chapter and the South Upper Snake River District. Mrs. Ward can always be found at all major chapter and community events supporting the chapter. For her outstanding service and support, we are pleased to present Jane Ward with the Honorary State FFA degree. The Idaho FFA Association is proud to present the Honorary State FFA degree to Tom and Carrie Whitson. Tom and Carrie have been active in youth agriculture programs for many years. As a Limhi County native, Tom served as Limhi County Sheriff's deputy for over 11 years, serving as a school resource officer for 2 years. He has a working background in many fields such as ranching, mining, fabricating, and meat processing. He serves as a volunteer fireman. He is a Limhi County Fair Board member and has served on the Limhi County FFA Alumni and Supporters since 2016 and is the current president, as well as being a member of the Salmon Agricultural Education Technical Advisory Committee. He is part of the Limhi County Extension Advisory Committee, as well as the swine superintendent for the Limhi County Junior Livestock Program. He also runs a small cattle operation of his own, as well as works for several ranches in the valley. Despite all of this, Tom and Carrie have been steady supporters of the Salmon FFA program. They assist with all fundraising efforts, have mentored multiple students through job placement and SAE projects, and have been guest speakers and presenters for various FFA events. They are the epitome of servant leaders, and the Salmon FFA chapter is honored to nominate them for their honorary state FFA degrees. For their outstanding service and support, we are pleased to present Tom and Carrie Whitson with their honorary state FFA degrees. The Idaho FFA Association is proud to present the honorary state FFA degree to Mr. Cole Wilkie. Mr. Wilkie is a former conservation officer with Idaho Fish and Game and the owner of RYNG Transport, specializing in the transportation of propane. His life experiences under pressure driving a semi with a propane tank has proven invaluable to the Mackey FFA chapter and 10 other chapters in Idaho in volunteer driving of over 100 students back to the National FFA Convention. In total, Mr. Wilkie has volunteered 34 days to help make the trip more affordable for Idaho FFA members. For his outstanding service and support, we are pleased to present Mr. Cole Wilkie with the honorary state FFA degree.
Will the officers please take their places beside me?
I welcome you as friends of the FFA. It is my privilege as Sentinel to extend to each of you the symbolic handclasp of friendship and brotherhood.
As reporter, I am pleased to inform you that the FFA is a national youth organization whose purpose is to develop agricultural leaders. Congratulations on this honor.
Your contribution as a useful citizen in our democracy serves as an example for our members to follow. As treasurer, I welcome you to our organization.
The FFA needs counsel and guidance from recognized leaders. It is my pleasure as secretary to add your names to our roll of honorary FFA degree recipients.
As Vice President, I thank you for all that you provided for the FFA. I would inform you that our members learn to appreciate the dignity in labor. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much.
On behalf of every member, I wish to say we are proud to have you as an honorary member. May this recognition prove valuable to all. I impress upon you that we look to you for counsel and guidance. It is because of the great respect we have for you that you've been elected to receive the honorary FFA degree. I now confer upon you the honorary FFA degree and adult membership from the Idaho FFA Association and present you with this as recognition of this extreme honor.
Stowing away the time. Are you gathering up the tea? Are you reeling in the heat? Stowing away the time. Are you gathering up the tea? You've been telling me you're a genius since you were 17. In all the time I've known you, I still don't know what you mean. The weekend at the college didn't turn out like you planned. The things that pass for knowledge I can't understand. Are you gathering up the tea? Have you had enough of mine? Are you reeling in the heat? Stowing away the time.
The Distinguished Service Award honors organizations, agencies, businesses, and other groups of people who have made outstanding contributions to FFA and agricultural education. We are deeply grateful for those that go out of their way for the FFA. Join me in welcoming our 2026 Distinguished Service Award recipient to the stage.
The Idaho FFA Association is proud to present the Distinguished Service Award to the Elmore County Farm Bureau. Elmore County Farm Bureau has been an outstanding supporter of agricultural education and the FFA mission in Elmore County. Their consistent dedication to the Mountain Home, Glens Ferry, and Rimrock FFA chapters has significantly advanced opportunities for local students to learn, grow, and succeed in agriculture. Through generous financial contributions, they have helped improve agriculture shop and greenhouse facilities, ensuring students gain hands-on experience in modern, high-quality learning environments. Beyond financial support, Elmore County Farm Bureau plays an active role in fostering leadership and communication skills among FFA members by hosting an annual prepared public speaking contest. This event gives students the opportunity to build confidence and professionalism while developing vital skills for their future careers in agriculture. Their continued commitment to agricultural education and community involvement embodies the spirit of the Distinguished Service Award. Elmore County Farm Bureau's support has strengthened local programs, empowered students, and contributed to the future of Idaho agriculture. They are truly deserving of this recognition for their exceptional service to the FFA and the agricultural industry. Thank you, Elmore County Farm Bureau, for your dedication to the agricultural industry and its future leaders.
Congratulations to the recipients of the Idaho FFA Distinguished Service Award. We truly appreciate your support and dedication to Idaho.
And for the world to stand to sentence to death. or when you were a tear, drop of sweat, and the engines of your soul I haven't seen.
Gabe, remember way back when we were running for state office and we had to practice our interview skills? We were all nervous about it.
Way back when, like 1 year ago?
I know a group of people we should have practiced with. This next group of competitors. In the Employment Skills Leadership Development event, members develop valuable interview skills along with skills in job readiness. Let's welcome our finalists to the stage.
The 2026 Idaho FFA State Employment Skills Leadership Development Event Travel Grant to the National FFA Convention is sponsored by the CHS Foundation. In fourth place, from the Valley View FFA chapter, Abigail Johansson. In third place, from the Sugar Salem FFA chapter, James Little. In second place, from the Troy FFA chapter, Belle Orcutt. In first place, representing Idaho at the National FFA Convention, from the American Falls FFA chapter, Ariana Chiappa. Congratulations to all the participants of the Employment Skills LDE.
Oh, guys, we just went way back. It's our first week together.
Oh, you're at the cabin. We didn't know our opening ceremonies parts yet, so we practiced. We had to use our phones.
This next group of competitors doesn't need phones. They're pros when it comes to opening ceremonies and parliamentary procedure. Let's welcome our Conduct of Chapter Meetings finalists to the stage.
The 2026 Idaho FFA State Conduct of Chapter Meetings Leadership Development Event Travel Grant to the National FFA Convention is sponsored by the Idaho FFA Foundation Pete and Frida Santa Rosa Endowment. For the Conduct of Chapter Meetings Leadership Development Event, the High Chair is Kara Burrup from the Fruitland FFA Chapter. In fourth place, the Murtaugh FFA Chapter. In third place, the Meridian FFA Chapter. In second place, the American Falls FFA Chapter. In first place, representing Idaho at the National FFA Convention, the Fruitland FFA Chapter. Congratulations to all the participants of the Conduct of Chapter Meetings LDE.
Emily, do you remember when we got to go to Washington, D.C. and visit with our legislators?
I do. We advocated for FFA and agriculture, just like members who participate in the Prepared Public Speaking event do.
In prepared public speaking, members write and memorize a 6 to 8 minute speech, deliver them to judges, and answer questions.
Join us in welcoming our finalists to the stage.
The 2026 Idaho FFA State Prepared Public Speaking Leadership Development Event Travel Grant to the National FFA Convention is sponsored by the Idaho FFA Foundation Sarah Brash Schmidt Endowment. For the Prepared Public Speaking Leadership Development Event, in fourth place, from the Valley View FFA Chapter, Jada Duckett. In third place, from the CUNA FFA Chapter, Liberty Semper. In second place, from the Rigby FFA Chapter, Emily Jossie. In first place, representing Idaho at the National FFA Convention, from the Filer FFA Chapter, Arabella Coates. Congratulations to all the participants of the Prepared Public Speaking LDE.
And I said, hey, pretty lady, won't you give me a sign? I give it. I'll be your beach wrecking ball. Yeah, let me see anyone looking so fine. Man, I gotta have she's a one of a kind. I'm going for going flying.
You know, my favorite part of chapter visits was always the workshops, especially the ones where we had members sell us on things.
Yeah, watching members show off their ingenuity and creativity and sell us products as if I were Mark Cuban on Shark Tank was a highlight of my year.
Just like our agricultural sales finalists who utilized their sales skills to market their products and services. Please help me in welcoming the agricultural sales finalists to the stage.
The 2026 Idaho FFA State Agricultural Sales Career Development Event Travel Grant to the National FFA Convention is sponsored by the Idaho FFA Foundation. For the Agricultural Sales Career Development Event Sales Presentation A Top Individuals, receiving a power clap in fourth place from the Rigby FFA Chapter Camden Garcia. In third place from the Homedale FFA Chapter William Dunn. In second place, from the Salmon FFA chapter, Lily Cerise. Tied for first place, from the Preston FFA chapter, Ty Atkinson. And from the Nampa FFA chapter, Akia Lynn Taylor. For the Agricultural Sales Career Development Event Sales Presentation B Top Individuals, receiving a power clap in fifth place from the Nampa FFA chapter, Skylar Schoonecker. In fourth place from the Troy FFA chapter, Clara Chamberlain. In third place from the Salmon FFA chapter, Lisa Mullen. In second place, from the Cambridge FFA chapter, Mackie Nichols. In first place, from the Homedale FFA chapter, Tyler Steebley. For the Agricultural Sales Career Development Event Customer Relations Top Individuals, receiving a power clap in fifth place from the Nampa FFA chapter, Gabe Keys. In fourth place from the Castleford FFA chapter, Aubriana Kinyu. In third place from the Cambridge FFA chapter, Kellen Mora. In second place from the Rigby FFA chapter, Tyson Torgren. In first place from the Homedale FFA chapter, Hadley Brown. For For the agricultural sales career development event, telephone skills top individuals, receiving a power clap in 5th place from the Homedale FFA chapter, McKenna Murray. In 4th place from the Hagerman FFA chapter, Macy Russo. In 3rd place from the Castleford FFA chapter, Braden Pine. In 2nd place from the Firth FFA chapter, Jack LePage. In 1st place from the Cambridge FFA chapter, J.D. Dunham. For the agricultural sales career development event, overall teams, in 5th place, the Preston FFA chapter. In 4th place, the Castleford FFA chapter. In 3rd place, the Nampa FFA chapter. In 2nd place, the Cambridge FFA chapter. In 1st place, representing Idaho at the National FFA Convention, the Homedale FFA chapter. Congratulations to all the participants of the Agricultural Sales CDE. Past state officers, please report backstage.
Touch my heart. Don't let me stray. I just wanna stay where you are. All I got is one shot, one try, one go around in this beautiful life. Nothing is wasted, everything's placed in your hands. Singing, keep
Members have had a chance to showcase their talent and truly live in the moment. It is now time to award the State FFA Talent Show Awards. Please help me in welcoming these individuals to the stage.
For the 2026 Idaho FFA State Talent Competition, in 5th place from the Teton FFA chapter, Presley Bagley. In 4th place from the Troy FFA chapter, Sophia Tibbles. In 3rd place from the Kimberly FFA chapter, Jace Shaw and Isaac Otto. In 2nd place From the Nez Perce FFA chapter, Forrest Nelson. In first place, from the Minico FFA chapter, Cheyenne Bridges. Congratulations to all the participants of the Idaho FFA State Talent Competition.
Man, I sure do love to look back through our scrapbook with all the memories we've made from throughout the year.
You know, I think there's some chapters that do this too, except they're probably way better at it than what we did.
Yeah, probably. Let's welcome our chapter scrapbook finalists to the stage.
Thank you to DL Evans Bank for sponsoring the Scrapbook Awards. In Division 1, Digital category, receiving an honorable mention, in fourth place, the Twin Falls FFA chapter. Receiving bronze, in third place, the Moscow FFA chapter. Receiving bronze, in second place, the American Falls FFA chapter. Receiving gold, in first place, the Malad FFA chapter. In Division 2, Digital category, receiving an honorable mention, in first place, the Hanson FFA chapter. In Division 1, handmade category, receiving an honorable mention and a power clap. In ninth place, the Homedale FFA chapter. In eighth place, the Nampa FFA chapter. In seventh place, the Council FFA chapter. Receiving bronze. In sixth place, the Weiser FFA chapter. In fifth place, the Filer FFA chapter. In fourth place, the Madison FFA chapter. Receiving silver and a plaque. In third place, the Valley View FFA chapter. In second place, the Cambridge FFA chapter. In first place, the Aberdeen FFA chapter. In Division 2, handmade category, receiving an honorable mention and a power clap, the Lighthouse FFA chapter. In 10th place, the CTEC FFA chapter. In 9th place, the McCall Donnelly FFA chapter. In 8th place, the Timberlake FFA chapter. In 7th place, the Teton FFA chapter. In 6th place, the Blackfoot FFA chapter. Receiving bronze. In 5th place, the Parma FFA chapter. In 4th place, the Mountain Home FFA chapter. In 3rd place, receiving a plaque, the Genesee FFA chapter. In 2nd place, the Marsing FFA chapter. Receiving gold. In 1st place, the Highland Craigmont FFA chapter. Congratulations to all of the scrapbook participants.
Help me welcome to the stage the winner of the Prepared Public Speaking Leadership Development event, Arabella Coates from the Filer FFA.
Touching hands, reaching out, touching me.
Fact or fiction? Imagine going about your daily chores, checking on newborn calves. Suddenly, you detect the unmistakable smell of death. Yet all of your animals are alive. Following the scent, you come upon a young calf, and what you see stops you in your tracks. Tiny, flesh-eating parasites writhe in the umbilicus of the animal, devouring the living tissue of a once healthy calf. Unfortunately, this isn't fiction. For many U.S. ranchers in the mid-1900s, stories like this were a common occurrence in the battle against New World screwworm. 60 years later, we are on the brink of another New World screwworm disaster in the United States. When I wrote this speech, screwworms were detected just 70 miles from the Texas border. Today, we will learn about this deadly parasite, fly, through the history and containment of this organism, explore its effects on U.S. agriculture and the economy, and burrow into a control plan. Cochleamia hominivorax, commonly known as New World screwworm or NWS, is a tropical fly that can live in South, Central, and North America. According to Texas A&M, the larvae can only be identified in a laboratory, while adult flies are easier to recognize. They are about twice the size of a housefly, with metallic blue-green bodies and 3 dark stripes along their backs. NWS poses a serious threat to all mammals because the flies lay their eggs on the wound edges of living mammals, in their navels, and in their mucous membranes. When the eggs hatch, they become larvae or maggots and feed on the live tissue of an animal, using their sharp-mouthed hooks to screw or burrow deeper, hence the name screwworm. Untreated cases are often fatal. Now that we understand the parasite, let's buzz through the history and containment of NWS. Screwworms were first documented in the southwestern U.S. in 1842. At one point, they were found as far north as the Dakotas. In 1933, infested cattle introduced them to Florida, amplifying the problem. In response, the United States Department of Agriculture, the USDA, developed the screwworm educational program for farmers. In the late 1930s, the USDA hired entomologists Edward Neipling and Raymond Bushland to study screwworm flies. They discovered that female flies only mate once in their lifetime, leading to the hypothesis that if males could be sterilized, the females would not produce offspring. The scientists proposed the sterile insect technique and were allegedly laughed at. After much trial and error, the entomologists identified the precise dose and timing of radiation needed to sterilize male flies without preventing them from mating. Eventually, sterile flies were released on the island of Curacao, where they successfully eliminated the screwworm population. In 1955, the USDA started a sterile fly facility in Texas, where it produced 200 million sterile flies weekly and dropped them by airplane in infested areas. By 1966, NWS was eradicated from the U.S. Over the next 40 years, fly factories opened and closed as the program expanded through Central America, creating a biological barrier. In the 2000s, a sterilization facility opened in Panama through the Panama United States Commission for the Eradication and Prevention of Screwworms, or COPEG. With rare minor outbreaks in North America, the issue was contained. This brings us to the current day. In 2022, everything changed when screwworms wiggled their way through the barrier in Panama, leading to increased cases in Central America. The flies themselves can only travel 6 to 12 miles in one generation, but due to decreased fly drops because of COVID-19 and bureaucratic obstacles, along with failed cattle inspections, screwworms hitched a ride on live cattle, moving hundreds of miles north. In May of 2025, cases in eastern Mexico led U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins to close our southern border, to live cattle, horses, and bison. Since then, these flying buggers have continued to move north, with the latest detection in Nuevo Leon, just 70 miles from the Texas border. Screwworm infestations in the U.S. could cause devastating losses to agriculture as well as the overall economy. Using conservative estimates, NWS has the potential to cost the U.S. cattle industry $2.3 billion annually, and to significantly affect the over $9 billion Texas hunting and wildlife sector. Agricultural Commissioner Sid Miller explains that there are 15,000 rodeo cattle waiting for entry at the Mexican border. Without these animals, the over $500 million Texas rodeo industry will struggle. 60% of all live cattle imports to the U.S. come from Mexico, with beef prices already up 15%. From 2024 to 2025, continued border closure could push beef prices even higher. Screwworms not only bite you in the pocketbook, they also pose a threat to human health. Mexico reported nearly 50 human cases in the last year. In August of 2025, a Maryland resident returned home from a trip to El Salvador with an unexpected stowaway, becoming the first human screwworm case in the U.S. in over 50 years. Fortunately, the patient received medical care early, and no other people or animals were infected. Last June, Secretary Rollins announced an $850 million plan to address New World screwworm. The plan makes the USDA and Mexico full partners in eradication efforts and strengthens surveillance by maintaining and monitoring fly traps. It funds new fly sterilization facilities in Mexico and Texas, prepares USDA officials for potential outbreaks, and supports approval of safe and effective treatments. Finally, through partnerships with land-grant universities, the government will expand research on treatment and eradication of NWS. Many agriculturalists believe this proactive plan will prevent the further spread of NWS. An alternative viewpoint is that defending the U.S. from screwworms is not cost-effective. Some argue that we should open the Mexican border to live cattle and see what happens. However, according to the USDA, the absence of screwworms saves the U.S. economy nearly $3 billion annually. I firmly believe this plan will protect our nation's beef supply and economy for generations to come. Today, we learned about New World screwworm, flew through its history and containment, explored its devastating effects, and discussed a plan to protect our country. Now, I'll leave you where we began, standing over a young calf being devoured by flesh-eating parasites. As screwworms near our border again, our challenge is simple. Ensure stories like this remain fiction, not fact. Thank you.
Please, thank you. Don't lie. I know you got things to climb, but always stay humble and kind.
Thank you, Arabella Coates from the Filer FFA chapter for the presentation of the prepared public speaking.
To kill it. Wow, we've taken so many pics of the 6 of us this year. Look at this one. We look like babies. We sure have grown up this year.
Wow. I wonder what the other past state officers look like in their prime.
I'd say they're in their prime right now. Fellow members and guests, join me as we welcome the past Idaho FFA state officers to the stage.
State Officer team celebrating an anniversary, please step forward to be recognized when your team is called. Celebrating their 90th anniversary, the 1935-1936 State Officer team. Celebrating their 80th anniversary, the 1945-1946 State Officer team. Celebrating their 70th anniversary, the 1955-1956 State Officer team. Celebrating their 60th anniversary, the 1965-1966 State Officer team. Celebrating their 50th anniversary, the 1975-1976 State Officer team. Celebrating their 40th anniversary, the 1985-1986 State Officer team. Celebrating their 30th anniversary, the 1995-1996 State Officer team. Celebrating their 20th anniversary, the 2005-2006 State Officer team. Celebrating their 10th anniversary, the 2015-2016 State Officer team. Celebrating their 5th anniversary, the 2020-2021 State Officer team. Celebrating their 1st anniversary, the 2024-2025 State Officer team.
To our past state officers, thank you for being here. Your year of service has made an impact on our organization to this day. Thank you for choosing to continue to be a part of our association. Idaho FFA, let's recognize them one more time for the impact they have made on so many members.
Out in the cold. Till the light. You get too close, and I'm not how you hoped. Forgive my northern attitude. Oh, I was raised out in the cold. If the sun don't shine till the summertime, forgive my northern attitude.
Hello, everyone. My name is Josh Waite, and I've had the distinct pleasure of spending more time with your Idaho State FFA president than just about anyone in the past 19 years. When I left for college, I would get texts and calls about this like impressively busy schedule of him doing like literally everything he can, BPA, FFA, like all of this stuff. But yet it was met with constant success, just constant triumphs. As much as I would have loved to poke fun of him or, you know, just say something to really get at him, all I could really say was, duh, that's just kind of what he does. He always does something to impress me. even when it is like very impressively dumb. But when I was told about him taking this position or even applying for it, there was really no doubt in my mind that, yeah, duh, like that was his. So I really, really am so proud of him, and I cannot wait to see what he does with what he learned here. And yeah, so very proud of him.
Good morning, everyone. Oh my goodness, off to a great start. Good morning, everyone. I'm Jaime Levitt. I went to high school with Matthew, and I also shared the same chapter as him, the Melba FFA chapter. Yeah. I've known him for the better part of 4 years, and to say that we're good friends is a bit of an understatement. Although when he texted me, hey, can you give me this speech, or can you give me the speech? I was starting to question our friendship because I think Matt doesn't know that I hate public speaking, as you can tell by the stuttering and everything. But you know, at least this is a one and done thing. But in all seriousness, I'm filled with pride, and it's twofold. One, because I'm proud to speak for a dear friend, and also dressed like I got done shooting an episode with Billy Bob Thornton on Landman. But most importantly, because I think the most important gift that between Matthew and I was watching him grow throughout our friendship. As a friend and as an FFA alumni, it makes me proud to see Matt not only serve his community, but an entire state. To see him grow, especially to see him grow as a confident, outgoing leader too. But if there's a few things that has remained constant the whole time I've known Matt, it's his willingness to serve. It's his confidence as well. It's to bring laughter to a room. That's a great gift of his. And also yet be the right amount of serious and unserious. I think those are really great qualities to have. Especially I think that the qualities of his dedication to whatever he does, whether that's FFA, baseball, culinary arts, whatever he does, he has that dedication and he's always willing to serve selflessly. And I think that's all qualities that us FFA members should possess and bring into our communities to make positive change. Now, as Matthew moves on from this chapter, I hope he doesn't forget who he is and he never loses sight on being his best self. Love you, Matthew, like a brother. And final word from Matthew, his retiring address: if you can take it, you can make it. Matthew Waite, everyone. Thank you.
And there's still weight on my back. I just tried to ignore it. I guess the stage was my mask. I forgot the way I looked before I wore it. And I would prove myself at all.
Ever since I was little, I've been somewhat of a film nut. One of my favorite things to do after a long day is to sit down, settle in, and put on a movie. Now, I think my overwhelming favorites have to be nonfiction biographical movies set during World War II. The stories of Hacksaw Ridge, Saving Private Ryan, Unbroken, and Race never cease to get me excited when I turn on the TV. These movies, like most any story being told, follow the same story arc. It goes through the progression of exposition, conflict, rising action, climax, and falling action, then resolution. When broken up in this way, our favorite stories start to lose a bit of their luster and they start to feel formulaic. That is, until you remember, in the movies I mentioned previously, these are the stories of real people and their real problems during one of the worst moments of human history. These stories all carry a common theme. Individuals show indomitable human spirit during the hardest and darkest moments of their lives. My favorite of these movies has to be Unbroken. Unbroken is the story of Louis Zamperini, a young Italian-American Olympian who served as a bombardier in the South Pacific during World War II. Growing up, Louis had a pretty troubled childhood, always getting in trouble from the cops for either stealing or drinking. All that running from the cops did one good thing, however. It made him really fast, and his older brother, who was on the high school track team, took notice. He started coaching Louis, and when Louis finally asked why it was so important he made the high school track team, he simply answered, "If you can take it, you can make it." That mentality carried Louis to be one of the best mid-distance runners in the US and earned him a spot at the 1936 Berlin Olympics. He pushed through the pain in every race, and his will brought him 8th place at just 19. Now, Louis' story does not end there. When the war broke out, he enlisted in the U.S. Army Air Corps, where he served as a bombardier on a B-24 Liberator in the Pacific Theater. During a rescue mission over the Pacific Ocean, the engines on Louis' plane went out, causing his crew to go plummeting into the water. Luckily, the few survivors were able to climb on a life raft where he and one other man lasted 47 days at sea, barely surviving off the fish they caught, water they collected from rain, and without a doubt, the words of Louis' older brother floating through his head. If you can take it, you can make it. On that 47th day, they were rescued by boat. However, you can hardly say rescue. This wasn't Allied forces. This was a Japanese naval vessel, the very soldiers he'd been sent there to bomb. Louis was sent to a prisoner of war camp where he experienced firsthand the abuses suffered by American prisoners under Japanese occupation. The leader of the camp, known as the Bird, took notice of Louis' mentality, if you can take it, you can make it, and took it as a personal challenge to change that. Over the 2 years that he was in prison, Louis suffered countless beatings and abuse at the hands of the Bird. The worst punishment, however, gave others in the camp hope for survival and let the Bird know he'd never win. As a punishment for taking a short break from unloading coal shipments, Louis was forced to hoist a large and heavy wooden plank the size of a railroad tie over his head. If he would drop it, he would be executed. He held that plank for 37 minutes, only dropping it when the Bird got frustrated and beat him unconscious. That showing of unrelenting spirit carried him and his fellow soldiers to the end of the war. The story of Louis Zamperini is one of triumph and resilience. The image of Louis hoisting that plank high over his head is etched into my mind in history as a potent reminder that if you can take it, you can make it. Now, I'm no Louis Zamperini. Far from it. You see, I was always that shy kid that sat in the corner, way too scared to go out there and talk to the other kids. I remember a conversation I had with my kindergarten teacher not too long ago. We were reminiscing on the good old days of nap times and half days when she brought up how I could barely leave my parents' side when they would drop me off at school. And now, it seemed like shyness wasn't even my vocabulary. It's true, I was definitely afraid to talk to anyone outside of my immediate family. But going to high school, I had to face those fears. And because of that, they largely went away. Now, I say largely because going into high school, and even a little bit now, I held on to the strongest fear of presentation every speech because I knew I was going to go up there, stumble over my words, and most likely forget what I was supposed to say, all in front of a group of people judging me. Now, as you can assume, I just had to deal with those fears because there's a lot of speeches given and presentations made throughout high school. And every teacher that saw how nervous I was would tell me, don't worry, it gets better. To me, it really didn't. I still stumbled, still messed up, still forgot half my speeches, still felt like my heart was going to explode, and still beat myself up over every little mistake. But I kept trying, and through that, I learned something. I was getting better. Yes, I still messed up. Yes, I still stumbled. Yes, I was way too hard on myself still. But I was able to see the good as well as the bad. I was able to be confident despite the nerves. It all came from a change of mindset. I have a lot of speeches given, a lot of presentations made. This isn't my first one, so who cares if I mess up? A lot more to make. Who cares if I mess up this time? I'm still as nervous as I was in that classroom back in Melbourne, but it does get better. I never thought I'd feel comfortable public speaking. I've failed countless times. And that fear of failure has caused me to miss out on countless opportunities I could have taken advantage of. But most importantly, that fear of failure has taught me if I did fail, as long as I picked myself back up and kept going, I would still win. I had to recognize my fears and push past them. I had to take it so I can make it. My biggest reminder of that from day to day is my grandfather. You see, my grandfather loves the outdoors. When he talks a bit about the year he went to college, he says it was the best year of hunting and fishing in his life. He made this goal. He was going to hike to every lake around McCall, all 62. Now, this is a large goal, and one made even harder with his cancer diagnosis. You see, this, to any ordinary man, a diagnosis like this would slow him down. But not my grandpa. See, he beat cancer and proved to all of us the power of perseverance. Now, I wish I could say that everything was fine and dandy, but it rarely ever is. You see, the cancer come back. In fact, it's come back several times. In total, he has fought cancer 4 times and won every last battle. One time would have made him an inspiration. These 4 times makes him my idol. If I ever need a reason to keep going, to keep pushing, and never give up on my dreams, I just have to look for my grandpa. As for his goal, if he hasn't hit all 62 lakes yet, I know he's close, and I know he's eager to get back out there. I know it can sound like a broken record to have someone constantly telling you not to give up because the reward will be so worth it. I know that sometimes it feels like there's no way to win. But trust me when I say that there is. You may never get the outcome you desire, but you'll win in other ways, and you might just inspire others not to quit on themselves as well. I know Louis Zamperini definitely wanted to win that gold medal, but he survived a prison camp and gave hope to those around him. My grandfather may not have hit all 62 lakes yet, but he's beat cancer 4 times and inspired me in countless ways. I've never won an FFA public speaking competition, but I never gave up, and because of that, I get to speak in front of a crowd of members. Out of FFA, if I leave with anything today, it's this. Success isn't defined in times where everything goes our way. Instead, it's the moments where we pick ourselves up from our hardest moments and carry on. Idaho FFA, if you can take it, you can make it.
Smack from the Mussolini's king of everything. Stack up sweet. I bought everything. It's passion with all the G's. Pull up at the scene. White keys, cause she's way too major for everything. That I feel my heart inside my neck. You were singing those songs.
The chair recognizes the delegate from the Melba FFA chapter.
Matthew, as all of you know him, but our chapter knows him as Matt Chicken Splat. And if you have ever talked to him, you would maybe know that he is one of the most authentic people you will ever meet. Or maybe that he is a D1 rage baiter, or that he is just an absolute foodie at heart. This Italian can eat anything from a seafood in Kentucky to a casual watermelon eating contest in Wallowa, or the pasta that he makes us at state CDEs. He does not only love food, but he also loves buying what he calls cologne, which we all know is actually perfume. But Matt never fails to make us laugh, especially when he breaks out his dance moves, which I'm honestly not for sure which way to look. So thank you, Jessica, for teaching him how to dance. Or all the side quests that I got to go on and attend with him and Jessica. But really, I've never seen you not happy. Matt, you are the definition of loving loud. You have the biggest heart for the organization and everyone in it. You make people feel heard, and you make sure that every inch of agriculture is recognized. I've watched your drive and competitiveness push others to grow, and your humility shines as you cheer people on, even in your hardest trials. You are the light and the true inspiration to not just me, but to our chapter that truly needed it. So please never forget the impact that you have made on our lives. This speech does not just do justice of your impact. Thank you for always seeing me for me. Madam Chairman, I move to accept Matthew Waite's retiring address titled, "If You Can Take It, You Can Make It," and commend you on a job exceptionally well done.
Let the conference minutes show that Matthew Waite, with his retiring address entitled, "If You Can Take It, You Can Make It," was unanimously accepted, and we are to commend him on a job exceptionally well done. Matt, being our personal chef, certified house dad, tree specialist, total bug nerd, and a chicken enthusiast. I'm really impressed that you were also able to be Idaho FFA's state president through it all. But in all seriousness, your leadership and heart didn't only make an impact on us as your teammates, but also every member that you had the opportunity to work with this year. 6 stories, 1 moment. Love Emily, Anna, Allie, Gabe, and Liz. Idaho FFA, for the final time, your 2025-2026 Idaho FFA State President Matthew Waite.
Celine's king of everything. Stack of I bought everything. Inspection mythologies. Pull up with the scene. Big keys, cause she's way too major for everything. I want that up to my heart inside my back. I made up to be integral. Keep it out. You were singing those songs with me.
Gabe, remember getting to serve as Idaho FFA national stage? I just remember you struggling with your party skills. Good thing we learned that because that made our state delegate experience 10 times better. Speaking of, throughout our time at state convention, many delegates have been representing their chapters at the state level by voting on delegate issues. If you were a delegate over the 95th Idaho State Convention, please stand to be recognized. Yesterday, final votes were taken on all delegate issues. Yesterday, final votes were taken on all delegate issues. We will now have the committee chairs of each delegate committee come up to announce the final voting. Will you please welcome the delegate committee chairs to the stage?
I've been 10 years to apologize. I'm a God-fearing, hard-working, combine driver, hogging up the road on my power, chugga-lugga-lugging 5 miles an hour. On my engine.
My name is Jade Kramer from the Kendrick FFA chapter. I had the pleasure of serving as the chairman of the Budget Committee. The Budget Committee recommends the following resolution to the Idaho FFA Board of Directors. Our resolutions are as follows. Recommendation number 1, that the 2026-2027 fiscal year Idaho FFA budget be accepted as proposed. Recommendation number 2, that the student registration fee increase for summer outdoor leadership retreat to $200 per member. The recommendation was passed by the delegate body with a majority vote. Thank you.
My name is Estefania Ledesma from the Clark County FFA chapter, and I had the pleasure of serving as a committee secretary during the delegate process. The POA committee recommends the following resolution to the Idaho FFA Board of Directors. Resolution: the Program of Activities Committee recommends to pass the POA as proposed with the recommended changes to the following events. Resolution number 1. Idaho FFA Association hosts the State Rangeland Career Development event in Pocatello, Idaho and Malad. Idaho having the Idaho Rangeland Commission Committee work with the University of Idaho's Department of Rangeland Management taking place on October 6, 2027. Resolution number 2. The Building and Achieving Success in Idaho's Chapter Basic Conference, CTE, training to be moved to the first week of November in 2027. This recommendation was passed by the delegate body with a majority vote. Thank you.
My name is Lily Damon from the Genesee FFA chapter. I had the pleasure and honor of serving as the chairman of the Nominating Committee Proposal Committee. The committee recommends the following resolution to the Idaho FFA Board of Directors. To amend the Idaho FFA Constitution and bylaws to state membership on the nominating committee shall be limited to students classified as sophomores, juniors, and seniors in good academic standing and have been an FFA member for at least 1 year and have attended state convention at least once in the past. This recommendation was passed by the delegate body with a 2/3 vote. Thank you. My name is Abigail Dastrup from the Hanson FFA chapter. I had the pleasure of serving as a chairman for the Affiliation Committee. The Affiliation Committee recommends the following resolutions to the Idaho FFA Board of Directors. Recommendation number 1. The Idaho FFA Association, chapters, and school administrations are responsible for acting if they want to have affiliation, not as a state decision. Recommendation number 2. Idaho FFA Association delegates will not take up affiliation as a delegate item until the convention of the following national delegation approval of affiliation. This recommendation was passed by the delegate body unanimously. Thank you.
My name is Raiden Buchanan from the Troy FFA chapter. I had the pleasure of serving as the chairman of the Redistricting Committee. The Redistricting Committee recommends the following resolution to the Idaho FFA Board of Directors. Idaho FFA Association will form a committee of 22 members composed of 1 district officer and 1 advisor from each district by January 1st, 2027. This recommendation was passed by the delegate body with a majority vote. Thank you.
My name is Laramie Fennell from the Highland Craigmont FFA chapter. I had the pleasure of serving as the chairman of the Ag Education Preliminary Committee. The Agriculture Education Preliminary Committee recommends the following resolution to the Idaho FFA Board of Directors. That the Idaho FFA Association makes the Agriculture Education Career Development event a non-qualifying district event so that we can reduce the overcrowding while still giving every member the opportunity to compete. This recommendation was passed by the delegate body with a majority vote. Thank you.
My name is Macy Uri from the Kimberly FFA chapter. I had the pleasure of serving as the chairman of the Auctioneering CDE Committee. The Auctioneering CDE Committee recommends the following resolution to the Idaho FFA Board of Directors. Our resolution is as follows: that the Idaho FFA Association adopt an auctioneering career development event onto the list of Idaho FFA Association's competitive development events at state convention in 2027. This recommendation was passed by the delegate body with a unanimously. Thank you.
so I.
I'm a God-fearing, hard-working, combine driver, hogging up the road on my flower, chugga-lugga-lugging 5 miles an hour. On my 3 miles of cars laying on their home.
Guys, we've almost filled our scrapbook completely, but these last few pages are still empty.
This is so sad.
It doesn't have to be sad. We've had so many great moments this year, resulting in memories that will last a lifetime.
Just because we finished our scrapbook with our pictures doesn't mean we can't share it with whoever comes next.
Exactly. Those last few pages can be filled with the next team's memories.
I would like to introduce the student chair nominating committee, Emma Shaw from the Homedale FFA chapter, to announce the adult members of the nominating committee.
I'm Emma Shaw, the committee chair of the Idaho FFA Association 2026 Nominating Committee from the Homedale chapter. Adults serving on this committee included Dwayne Fisher, Justin Patton, and Sydney Kennedy. The committee's work was coordinated by Lorraine Neal and Jennifer Hansen. And now, the moment you have all been waiting for. We, the nominating committee, have given careful and deliberate consideration to the candidates running for state office. The committee nominates the following slate of candidates to the delegation of the 95th Idaho FFA Leadership Convention to serve as the state FFA officers for the year 2026-2027. Those officers are your state report. Your state chapter. Your state secretary.
Mr. President, I move that the nominating committee report be accepted as read.
There is an implied second. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed, motion carries. Your 2026, 2027 Senate routine.
Please help me welcome to the stage the 2026 Idaho FFA Talent Competition winner, Cheyenne Bridges from the Minico FFA chapter.
Hello, everybody. My name is Cheyenne Bridges. I'm from the Minico FFA chapter. How are we tonight? That's lovely. I'm going to be singing All American Girl by Carrie Underwood. Since the day they got married, we've been praying for a little baby. Oh. He could take fishing, throw the football and be his pride. Joy. He could already see him stay. All these big dreams, Jerry. Short years later, she was falling for the senior football star. Before you knew it, he was dropping passes, skipping practice to spend more time with her. Tell me how you love me. Daddy said you must be right. Boy, you better tell her goodbye.
space. Big space.
We keep this love in a photograph. We make these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding me closer till our eyes meet. You won't ever be alone. Wait for me to come home. Loving can heal. Loving can mend your soul. Get easier. Peace. It's the only thing with us when we die. Keep this love in a photograph. We made this memories for ourselves. Our eyes never closing, hearts were never, time's forever frozen still. So you can keep I will remember how you kissed me under the lamppost back on 6th Street, hearing you whisper through the phone, wait for me to come home.
Yeah.
Ethan, as Sentinel-elect, your duties include welcoming our friends, caring for the meeting room and FFA equipment, and providing for the comfort of our members and guests. It is also your duty to assist in conducting meetings and ceremonies.
Allie, from Friendsgiving in Bonners Ferry with a charcuterie board in the back of my car, that moment I knew you were an inspiration, not only to me, but to every member across the state. Congratulations on your service.
Sienna, as reporter-elect, your duty is to inform the public about the FFA. You are expected to work closely with the news media, including state and national FFA publications. You should keep a record of all photographs and articles published concerning the FFA and its members, and be responsible for compiling our FFA history.
Anna, thank you so much for the impact you have made on all of Idaho FFA. I'm so glad to give you your retiring pin.
JC, as treasurer-elect, you have been placed in a position of trust. Your duties require you to keep an accurate record of receipts and disbursements and to provide regular financial reports. It is also your responsibility to assist in developing the association budget and maintain sound financial practices.
Gabe, running with you last year, I knew you were destined to inspire. Thank you for lending your indomitable energy to our association and making it feel like home for all of us. For your year of service, I'm proud to present you with your retiring officer pin.
James, as Secretary-elect, you've been chosen to keep accurate minutes of our meetings to carry on the association correspondence. You should provide the association with the order of business and committee assignments for each meeting. You will keep a list of members, a record of degrees awarded, and have custody of the Constitution and bylaws.
Emily, thank you for showing not just me, but all of Idaho what it means to become a leader. I am honored to present to you your retiring officer pin.
Sam, as Vice President-elect, your record of accomplishments indicates you have those qualities of leadership which we all should possess. You are to assist the President in directing the work of our association, preside over meetings in her absence, and keep all committees working effectively.
Lizzie. Lizzie, thank you so much for your year of service. Your bright, shining personality and your fun comments and witty jokes always make every interaction with you a memorable one. Thank you for your year of service, and in gratitude, here's your retiring officer pin.
Liberty, as president-elect, you have been selected by your fellow members to be the leader of our association for the coming year. You are therefore responsible in guiding our association through all its worthy undertakings. May you work intelligently and seriously to fulfill the role of your office.
Matt, when I first met you at prepared public speaking competition, I knew that that was the moment that this was a person who would impact a large amount of people, whether it be through your speeches or just your willing personality to always listen to those around you. I cannot appreciate you enough for what you have done for me over this past year and the impact you have had on Idaho FFA. I proudly present you with your retiring state FFA officer pin. Thank you for your service well done.
It is an honor to be an officer in the FFA. From time to time throughout the year, you may encounter difficult problems, but through cooperation, hard work, and dedication, you will succeed and the FFA will prosper. Do each of you accept the duties of your office and will you uphold the ideals and principles of the FFA? If so, answer, we do. I now declare each of you properly and duly installed into the respective office to which you were elected. May your year of service be marked by integrity, hard work, and a cooperative spirit. Find harmony among your fellow officers and set high standards of leadership for all chapter members.
Over the coastline, someplace under the sun, I feel my heart for the first time, 'cause now I'm moving on, yeah, I'm moving on. And there's a place that I've dreamed of, where I can free my mind. I hear the sounds of the season and lose all sense of time. I'm away to a sunny place where it's just you and me. Feels like we're in a dream. Back to school, back shoes and walking boots and climb the fence, books and pens. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Walk with me, Susie, through the park and by the tree. We stick on the ground and look at all the bugs we find. Safely on to school out the sun. Safely on to school out the sun. No one else. We walk to school by ourselves. There's done our uniforms from chasing all the ants and worms. We clean up. It's time to learn. It's time to learn. Numbers, letters, learn to spell. Mounds and books and show and tell. Playtime, we throw the ball to class. The hall. Teacher marks our hide against the wall. Teacher marks our hide against the wall. We don't notice any time. We don't notice anything. Since I said in every class. Teacher thinks that I sound funny, but she likes the way you sing. And I dream of lying in bed when silly thoughts go through my head about the bugs and alphabet. And when I wake tomorrow, I'll bet that you and I will walk together again. I can tell we're friends. So I can tell we're friends.
Still going? Oh, yeah.
Dear Idaho FFA, I just wanted to say thank you for all the blessings you've given me, not only this year, but in all of my time in FFA. I have enjoyed seeing so many perspectives, living in the moment, and learning from all of you. Thank you for helping me find the joy in every moment and being a people that I can truly find my home. Joyfully, your 2025-2026 Idaho FFA State Sentinel, Alex Eisenheimer.
Dear Idaho FFA, this year has felt like one long line of firsts. Thank you for showing me kindness and grace in those experiences and teaching me the value of empathy when others are learning for the first time too. Thank you for helping me make my best a little better. Sincerely, your 2025-2026 Idaho FFA State Reporter, Anna Hernandez.
Dear Idaho FFA, I will never forget the impact that each and every one of you has left on my life. No one in this organization ever ceases to be a friend in a time of need. Thank you for always walking beside me. Till next time, your 2025-2026 Idaho FFA State Treasurer, Gabe Kitamura.
Dear Idaho FFA, thank you for teaching me in my times of disappointment and fear to continue to move forward. The support I have felt throughout this year has taught me how to rise above my 8-second moments. Always remember, the choice is yours and choose. Gratefully, your Idaho State Secretary, 2025-2026. Dear Idaho FFA, this year's service has shown me something that I will carry with me for the rest of my life, and that is that belonging truly changes people. So Idaho FFA, thank you for the love, laughter, and connections that made this year unforgettable. And remember, stay planted, keep growing, and continue to become the soil that helps others find where they belong. Sincerely, your 2025-2026 State Vice President, Lizzie Mueller.
Dear Idaho FFA, this organization has brought me farther than I ever could have imagined. Freshman me never thought I'd be sitting here today. I've had countless opportunities to push past hard moments and become a better person because of it, all because I joined this organization. Thank you, Idaho FFA, and I want you to remember, if you can take it, you can make it. Sincerely, your 2025-2026 Idaho FFA State President, Matthew Waite.
Thank you, Idaho FFA. And remember to live in the moment.
Mm.
8 years old, couple cane poles sitting down by the creek. Lines in the water, watching those bobbers, seeing that red sun sink. Mama's on the porch yelling supper's hot. Y'all come and get it. We yelled 5, 4, 16, it was 12:03, standing at her front door. Katie's dad said midnight, but we needed just a little more. Yellow light flipping on and off, interrupting that good night kissing. We wanted 5. I wish I had a few more drops of the good stuff, the good times. Oh, but they just keep on flying. I wish I had me a pause and give myself 5 minutes. At 18, turned my helmet in, walked to the 50-yard line. Just the coach and me after we lost 8-10 to 9. And I cried, man, next time to get in here, I'll have to buy a ticket. Can't you give me 5 more? I wish I had a few for the good stuff, the good times. Oh, they just keep on flying. Me a pause and give myself 5. In 86, my grandpa said, there's angels in the room. All the family gathered round, knew the time was coming soon.
Today, right here, in this moment, to recognize what has been built together in this space, we have witnessed the results of dedication, passion, and hard work from FFA members across Idaho. We honor the 2025-2026 Idaho FFA State Officer Team for the impact that they have made, and we welcome a new team ready to lead with purpose and courage. This moment matters. It reflects the support we give, the standards we set, and the belief we place in one another. Together, we have proven that when we show up, lean in, and lead boldly, we move beyond limits. So let's not rush past it. Let's recognize the purpose, connection, and momentum that lives right here. Because this moment is what shapes everything that comes next. Mr. Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted?
I have the following announcements. First, we want to share a sincere thank you to Agra Service for sponsoring our 6th and final session, and for the future leaders sponsors, the Idaho Farm Bureau Federation and the Young Farmers and Ranchers. Thank you for supporting Idaho FFA. Please be careful as you travel home to keep a positive FFA image and to observe courtesy on the highways. Please help us in cleaning up the building as you leave. We would appreciate any chapters willing to stay and help stack chairs after sessions adjourn.
Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should properly come before this meeting? We are about to adjourn this, the 6th and final general session of the 95th Annual Idaho FFA State Convention. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, join me in a salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I now declare this session adjourned.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you build to wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. You give it all you have. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. Hope when the moment